And welcome to Fantasy Football G. I'm your host, Kat, and today we're going to take a look at the top 5 tools that pro FPL managers use and how they use them to get ahead. And we're also going to take a look at my latest draft. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right. First things first, guys, I have to say love for the love again. Honestly, really appreciate it. You guys, I asked for 10 likes in that video and you gave me way more. So that is the aim of the day again today. Please, 10 likes is the aim. And of course, if you're loving the content, then subscribe, hit that notification button so that you know when the next video is out. Really appreciate it, guys. So let us start off with the home of FPL, guys. Now, when I say the top 5 tools, it really is that is like how do the pro FPL managers get ahead when they're selecting or building their squad? And I think starting off here, we have to be well aware of, let's start off with the tabs at the top, really. So I think some people are aware, some people are not aware really of just some of the things that FPL really gives you in order to help you make decisions. So there's the fixture ticker. Now I think the best view I love to use is the fixture difficulty rating. It just gives you an idea as to like which games are actually going to be difficult for them as well. And they have a very nice key here on the side here to tell you what is easy and what is actually hard, and then you can actually keep going ahead, looking ahead at the different teams fixtures as well. And I believe you can filter it. Sorry, my computer's just. I believe you can filter it according to that actual game week, as to see which team has actually got the best fixture that game week as well. So you can see a change there. So very useful tool right there and then. And then the scout itself as well is also very useful tool. What I like to do is take a look here at the set pieces tab underneath the scout tab, and it can show you each team's set piece takers, and it will update as well and just give you a nice little overview of that as well. So if you're looking to see which team, who's taking set pieces and what, then you can actually go over to that tab as well. And then the availability, really, I mean, I wouldn't say that tab is something you look at, because you would see it in the um, you would see it in the transfers. When you're making transfers, you'll see that the person is actually flagged or not. Stats is also another interesting one if you guys want to look at it. But again, that's stuff that you can actually see. You can see while you're also making transfers. But I'll show you where to really look for it. But what's interesting is when you're making your transfers, just like in the previous video I told you, if you're looking to make a decide or something, then I would start to say like start using the actual sorted by drop down. And so for example, we're talking about bonus points last time, so we can actually use bonus point system and see who's been reaping the most from the bonus point system. So if you're trying to decide between, say, Foden and Palmer, and actually see like, okay, who actually is better to pick, let me allow the bonus points to actually um, decide that. Then you can see, okay, Foden actually wins on that one. You want to see who actually plays the most minutes, then you can actually see, okay, cool, if you're trying to pick between um, defenders, for example, and you're trying to get a 4.5 between Anderson and Zabani, then of course Anderson wins, he gets the most. So it's a very useful tool, honestly, when it comes to trying to make decisions in your thingy, in your team. Just to go over here, I'm going to show you where to find that. So when you do go to transfers, you can actually go to sorted by, and then that's where you can actually select who's got the most clean sheets, goals conceded, and so and so and so. Cool. So let us go to the next tool, and that is the fantasy. That is the Fantasy Football Hub. Now, I used this tool last season, a very useful tool, and the great thing about it as well is they do have, I believe, a 50% off in preseason. So this is the best time to get it. But just to look at the tabs really, and this is their toolbox that they have here. They have Opta stats, and you can actually just look at the grid stats that they have on the players as well. They have a fixture analyzer that allows you to really um, organize your fixtures according to who's got the best fixtures of the specific run of games as well, block of games. What I really love to use from them is price changes. They got a very good price changes. Um, I don't know what to really call it, but I think calculator. So it kind of tells you whose prices are actually about to change. I don't think I have access to that right now. No, I don't. Um, yeah, I don't. I'd have to sign in and updates and all that stuff like that. But it's really, really, really good stuff here, guys. Honestly, I think you really need to check it out. Got player comparison tools, and these tools honestly really just helped me when it came to really making my decision and also planning ahead. So, for example, when you look at your team, you can actually look at you can actually look ahead and see how you can manage your team, and that's what I really loved about it. And I'll show you in a different tool as well. So the other great thing that they've got right here is that if you want to get your team rated as well, based on points predicted by their AI tool, then you can just upload a screenshot of your. So let's see if I upload a screenshot of my team. Cool. Computer's being slow, so let me go to downloads and let me take the team I had last week. Let's take my Haaland draft. Let's take my Haaland draft and let's let it select, and you'll see it'll be reading the team, and then it will give me a rating. So I need to add a player there. I think that player was João Pedro. So analyze team. Cool. Now it's done, and it will tell you my team rating is 89 out of 100. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. And it can also suggest transfers, and that's the nice thing about it as well. So during the game weeks, it will suggest transfers based on how many transfers you have, and what you can do is also create filters based on that as well. So you can say, I want to transfer these two specific players, and I want to get in, of course, a midfielder from this specific team and a striker from this specific team, and it will suggest the transfers for you as well. So that, honestly, for me, it was really a game changer and really cool tool there as well. Cool. Now the next one, number 3, is the Fantasy Football Scout. I don't know. You guys should know these guys by now. They're big in the game. They've been in the game as well. But yeah, I really love them. And the nice thing about them as well is they also got a promotion, save 40% on their premium package for FPL. So they got a lot of mania tools as well. If I just do the drop down here, preseason minutes. So that's very nice in the sense of who's been playing preseason, how they've been doing, fixture ticker, rate my team, player tool comparison as well, transfer planner, so you can actually try plan your transfers, book your transfers in the sense of like what moves you're going to be making ahead. Plan FPL transfer planner, like I mentioned. Yeah, they have a whole host of actual things, as well as like a community area where you can actually conversate with other players as well. And what's nice about that is you can stay ahead of the game in the sense of getting news from people who actually have some news and stuff like that. Of course, beware of fake news and trolls. But I'll show you something that I really love is they predicted lineups. This part is actually free throughout the season, but I really love it. And what they'll do is they'll break down literally each and every single team throughout the actual game week, and they'll say who they believe is going to be lining up. And so, just a really nice tool to see. Um, and for me, like, from what I've seen, like they're very accurate, like 90% accurate. I mean, there's surprises all the time. Sometimes somebody's injured weirdly or whatever, stuff like that. No one can predict that, but like just based off the previous game weeks, they can actually predict the lineup. And of course, preseason now, so really great tool. I'd say you guys should check it out. And yeah, this is exactly what the pros are using. So tool number 4, tool number 4 is, excuse me, guys. Tool number 4 is the Plan FPL, and Plan FPL is, I believe it's also with the FPL Scout Network. This one, what I really love about it is it's mainly free. It's actually free. I haven't found any sort of price plan on it at all. So it's really a great tool for those who are looking to really start out in terms of trying to use tools to help them decide and plan and manage their team as well. Um, Please excuse my laptop for being a bit slow. Cool. And yeah, it's got a whole host of things, honestly. So this is really the dashboard. Like over here right now, it's just showing you the template of the tool of the players who are the most picked. That's pretty cool. For me, what I really love to use, which is what I wanted to show you, is the planner. So like I've planned just like my two teams already here, and I just really wanted to see, like, that's what I love seeing is how do if I can actually manage this team going throughout the weeks. So you'll see I've put the transfer plan dream team transfer plan to game week 17, just to see if I can actually manage that team without really taking too many hits or um, um, making too many transfers really. And so um, here's an example. I basically put in my team and it would show me the fixtures that they've got and stuff like that. This is the game week that is actually active. And then I can move on from that game week and actually um, make substitutions from there, say who the captain is going to be. And it will let me know of my transfers that I have that specific game week based on how many transfers I make or I don't make. Show me what's in the bank as well, and you can use this throughout the actual season as well. So very cool tool. Um, excuse me. Yeah, guys, like it's winter down here in South Africa, and yeah, please excuse me for my voice because man, this cold is really trying to get me. My nose is congested, so excuse me. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, so if it sounds like I'm speaking out of out of my nose, I'm really sorry. Yeah, so that is the tools. The final tools, which is really important, and I say that in the sense that it's really about being an engaged manager. And an engaged manager is using these tools, but also mainly and importantly being on platforms which can also give you the information you need. So platforms like YouTube, like X, and podcasts as well. Being engaged in that and like go onto YouTube and find out who are the top FPL advisors and guides as well. And that's what you also need to understand is that they're advisors, they're guides, they're advising you based on their experience and their knowledge as well. And they're not telling you what you should pick. And I think that's the misunderstanding here is a lot of people will come on and they'll look at and they'll listen to me and it's like, guys, listen to me to help you make decisions. Don't listen to me to say, cool, pick Haaland for your game week 1. Like, no, you in the end of the day need to take that information that you get and you need to then use it to help you make a decision. Yeah, so find out who the top guys that you use on YouTube, and then also X as well is a very good platform which you can get a lot of information as well. Find out who are the top guys to follow there, and podcasts as well. So please excuse me for clearing my throat 20,000 times. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, my latest draft. Yeah, so this is my latest draft. And before we get into it, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. I'd really much appreciate it. And so I can deliver you guys more good content like this. It helps me know that you really did like this type of content. I'm always trying to, during this time of preseason, give you guys something which can help you in building your first draft or your team drafts till we get to game week 1. I will start doing those videos which say like, best midfield, best defense. I'll get there. I'll get there. But let's first teach you how to fish, and then we'll start trying to catch fish. You know. So yeah, please hit that like button, and if you're also really loving the content, please subscribe. I'd really much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, my latest draft. Cool. So a couple of changes here. I think let's go up from the top. I brought in Raya. I brought in Raya and I've got Sanchez as well. The interesting thing about this is I've got zero point 0.5 in the bank, and it's not even something I planned for, you know. But my team, in the end of the day, if you guys don't know, I really want to have a balanced team. So if it makes it easier for you to see it in a specific way, this is a solid draft. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go the Haaland route. I just don't feel like I can actually make a very good balanced team. So I've got Raya in goal for the first game week. I've got Sanchez on the bottom there. As you can see, they've got good fixtures and they can rotate well with Arsenal in terms of any bad fixtures that they may have. I just want to make sure I have Raya throughout. So when I need a reliable keeper, I can actually use him. Then in the defense, right now I've got 3-5-2 for the first game. My three defenders is Pedro Porro, Luke Shaw, and Dan Burn. And then the other two defenders is Guardiola and Munoz on the bench. With Guardiola playing Chelsea, I'd rather just stay away from that. Munoz got Brentford. I think the guys on the starting lineup have got better fixtures. I mean, I know Guardiola can do, it's Man City. They can do a whole lot of stuff, but I'd rather have them. I'd rather have Pedro Porro against Leicester City there as well. And then Luke Shaw, you probably want to know, Cat, Man United. Look, guys, I, you know, these teams have got new coaches and these teams that don't. And I think, Man United this season, again, um, they can either click or they cannot. And I want to be able to be there at those assets who I believe have good influence. So I feel like Luke Shaw in the defense is somebody who's going to be able to have that influence, especially if he's kicking on. We know he's back. He did play a game in the Europa. I think he'll be back in time, in all honesty. And even if he's not, I've got guys on the bench who can take care of it. But they've got good fixtures, and I'd really love to have part of that Man United defense. So I feel like Luke Shaw is going to be the best route in that defense, really. I think nothing much to say about the other guys because they've been in my other drafts as well. I mean, Munoz for me is honestly me covering my tracks and being able to just say, I've got him. And when Crystal Palace starts to tick and the fixtures come in as well, then, I've got him. He's a very attacking defensive defender, a wing back. So, yeah, I don't want to be in a position as well with him where I'm trying to get him in. And he really did perform near the end of last season as well as in the Copa America as well. So yeah, he's a very good asset. I'm very happy to go for. On Trent, I think it's like the Haaland thing, guys. Like they got a new coach as well. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how the team is gonna gel, if they are gonna gel at all. And I feel like I do want more Liverpool assets, specifically in attack as well. I think if Jota comes in, and Darwin takes, and the new system just works for the players, everybody's going to need to hop on because you can see Liverpool's got great fixtures. But right now, especially for that first game away, it's really not going to be easy with the new promoted side playing at home against Liverpool. I think they're going to be up for the challenge. So I know Liverpool will win, but they could draw, or they could get a very low win, or they could do very well. But that's just my prediction. Cool. Midfielders, Rogers. Everybody's been going on about him. Honestly, he is going to be part of that front three. He'll be playing more so on the left. I think Bailey will be on the right. But he's been doing very well in preseason. He's very cheap, 5.0. So a very good enabler for our teams there. So I really recommend, actually, if you're looking for a good enabler at 5.0, Rogers is your man. Salah, nothing to debate. Bruno, for me, a highly involved player in that Man United team. So if anybody ticks, it will be through Bruno, either assists or goals, and he's also on penalties. So I think he's a safer pick as well in that Man United team rather than going for a Rashford. Yeah, then rather than going for a Rashford, or the wingers basically, because you're just not sure who Ten Hag is favoriting right now. So favoring right now. So yeah, excuse me again. Guys, I am going through the most. Please hit the like button to show support. um, Morgan Gibbs White, penalty takers, got good fixtures as well. Gordon, nothing to discuss. Going to the front line, the only change I have is Muniz. I'm sure you guys have all heard João Pedro's not been well, and I think Muniz is best, best alternative there. He's also got good fixtures as well. Excuse me. Let me just. I think I need to wrap this up. Cool. But yeah, guys, that's my draft. Really appreciate it. Um, yeah, really appreciate the support. Please hit that like button. I will be doing more content, and if you haven't seen it already, the league code is at the bottom of the screen. You also find it in the description. Hit that like button if you really loved it, and also subscribe. Check out this video. See you guys.